The Outer Worlds is an upcoming role-playing video game developed by Obsidian Entertainment, the same development studio that brought us the likes of Fallout New Vegas and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. The game will see you set as a colony survivor, originally bound for the furthest reaches of the galaxy. A colony's ship faster than light travel goes astray, leaving it abandoned at the edge of colony space. The player character awakens on board from cryosleep only to find that most of the passengers are still in hibernation. The presumed goal of the game will be to wake up those said colonists. But the game itself is set in an alternate future that diverged in 1901 when US President William McKinley is not assassinated by Leon Seglas at the Pan-American Exposition. As a result, Theodore Roosevelt never succeeded him, allowing large business trusts to dominate society well into the future, where megacorporations have begun colonizing and terraforming alien planets. In the initial part of the game, you'll be met with a very robust character creation system. In the beginning, you'll be able to set your attributes to your body, mind, and personality, and you'll be able to further customize yourself through skills and skill placements. These skills will have a dramatic effect on things in the game, and after you get a skill all the way up to 50, you can start to specialize within that skill and start to do things like branch out from dialogue to become a better liar, or branch out from technology to become better with science. So there's a lot of really interesting things going into the character creation here, and a lot of opportunities for replayability through character creation. To wrap up the character creation side of things here, you'll also be able to decide on a certain aptitude before you start the game, which will give you a certain skill or bonus towards something in the actual game space. On top of that, you'll also be able to mod and customize your armor and your weapons in this game too. All of that alongside a really interesting looking perk system will basically make this Fallout New Vegas but better in space. With the robust character creation system, the interesting plot premise, and then also just the weight of the previous games that Obsidian has made, I think that The Outer Worlds is one of my most anticipated video game releases of 2019. But one of the most impressive parts for The Outer Worlds for me is the combat. The gunplay looks incredibly tight, especially when you compare it to Obsidian's previous releases. You'll also be able to lead your companions and designate special attacks from them. You'll also be able to play stealthily or build a melee build if you so choose. And then lastly, one of the most interesting parts is this tactical time dilation. Basically a Max Payne style bullet time where you've got a little bit of an RPG twist from being able to give kind of status debuffs to the enemies via the tactical time dilation. With robust dialogue options, factions with a reputation system, and a unique sense of humor that has been garnered from South Park and the Stick of Truth, I feel like Obsidian's The Outer Worlds is going to wind up being one of the titular RPG experiences here in 2019. The game has, as I said before, an incredibly interesting premise, really interesting and witty companions to bring along with you that will interject into dialogue and actually be a part of the world space. And on top of all of that, it's got this really awesome combat system to it. So I really feel like The Outer Worlds is going to be a big game this year. Or at least for me it will be. I'm going to be covering this game, covering tips and tricks, tutorials, updates and patches, doing Let's Plays and live streams, and so much more. So hopefully you guys are stoked for The Outer Worlds. I know I am. But thank you so much for watching too, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.